Greetings, my name is T-Man and welcome back to After Dark. So, before I tell you this story, I want you to understand something. This didn't come from a movie. It wasn't written to scare people. This was reported as real. The story takes place in a quiet town called West Pittston in Pennsylvania in the United States. A small place, the kind where nothing really happens. The kind of place where people know their neighbors, where nights are quiet and life moves slowly. And back in the 1970s, a family moved into a duplex home. It wasn't old enough to seem strange. It wasn't abandoned. It looked completely normal. A working couple trying to build a simple life, raising their children. Nothing unusual. Nothing you'd think twice about. But over time, they began to notice small things. Things that didn't quite make sense. At first, they ignored them, like most people would. A strange smell, a noise in the walls, a door that didn't stay closed. But the longer they stayed, the harder it became to explain things away. What started as a small disturbances slowly became something else, something heavier, something that didn't feel like just a house settling. The family would later say that whatever was inside that home didn't want them there. And over the years, their story spread. Investigators came, priests were called, and what they described would become one of the most well-known haunting cases in America. Some people still don't believe it. I mean, some people still believe it. Others don't. But one thing is certain. The fear that they described felt very real to them. So tonight, I'm going to tell you their story. Slowly. Exactly the way it might have felt to live through it. So just relax, get comfortable, and listen. Because this is where it begins. So, there was a family, just an ordinary family, trying to live a quiet life. They moved into a small house. Nothing special. Nothing that stood out. Just another place on another street. At first, everything felt normal. The kind of normal you don't even notice. Morning coffee, footsteps in the hallway, the soft creak of the house settling at night. But then, something changed. Not all at once, just little things, small enough to ignore. At first, a strange smell, rotten, almost. Like something left behind. They searched the house, checked the walls, the pipes, the floors, but they never found anything. And then it would disappear, like it was never there. Then came the sounds. Soft knocking. At first they thought it was the pipes or the wind, but the knocking started to follow them from one room to another, always just out of sight, always just behind them. And then one night it got closer, a loud bang right beside the bed. They woke up instantly, heart racing, but there was nothing there. No explanation, no reason, just silence. Days passed and things grew worse. Objects began to move. Small things. A chair slightly out of place. A door left open when it was closed. And at first they blamed each other. Did you move this? No. But deep down they both knew something wasn't right. And then it touched them. A sudden push. A hand that wasn't there. One of them fell. Another woke up, feeling something sitting on the bed. Heavy. Watching. And that's when fear truly settled in. Because it wasn't just the house anymore. It was something inside it. They tried to ignore it, tried to live normally, but the house didn't let them. The noises became louder, scratching in the walls, footsteps when no one was home, and sometimes, at night, they would hear a voice, soft, whispering, but never clear enough to understand. Like it was trying, but couldn't quite reach them. Or maybe didn't want to. One night, everything changed. They were sitting quietly. No TV, no music, just silence. And then the mirror shook. Not gently, violently. As if something had grabbed it from the other side. They ran, but even outside they didn't feel safe, because the feeling followed them. That heavy, watching presence. They called for help. People came, investigators, priests, others who claimed to understand things when no one else could. Some say it was real, something dark, something that had attached itself to the house. Others said, it was all in their minds. Stress, fear, imagination. But the family, they knew what they felt. And fear like that doesn't come from nothing. Years passed, and the house never became quiet again. Eventually, they left. Walked away from everything, just to feel normal again. And when the door finally closed behind them, the house stood there, silent, still, like it was waiting for someone else to come in and not notice the small things at first. The smell, the knocking, the feeling that something is already there, watching, waiting, and maybe even now there's a place just like that, quiet, ordinary, until it isn't. So tonight, when everything is still, and the house begins to settle, and you hear something, just a little out of place, don't worry, it's probably nothing. Probably. Good night.